podcasters. Welcome back to another episode of Planet Kelly. So, today we're going to be doing a little bit different style than I normally do. I decided this week I wasn't going to plan anything because I've been letting my mental health get the best of me. And there's just been a lot of things going on in my brain, and I've been working through some things in therapy. I just needed a break. I'm not even going to lie to you. So, this episode's not going to be as upbeat and cheery as I feel like sometimes most of them are. I'm just really trying to get through. I'm going to be honest with you. I am really excited for what's coming for the podcast. However, I've been really struggling with that whole perfect situation where I feel like it needs to be perfect before I can start it or whatever. So today I decided to write down a little bit of a list of things that I could look towards if I need something to start talking about. I don't know. But other than that, this episode is going to be this is me winging it because I seriously just came in here with 2 bullet points and pressed record. I didn't even have a pen and paper. I just got to the mic and hit press record. Anyway, I wrote down that I don't like to edit the podcast much because it's more authentic and it leans more in the direction that I would want to listen to than versus when it's completely chopped up and edited. And that's why I wrote down a few different topics just in case I lose my mind. I lose my train of thought. But I guess that will be the first point, honestly, is that I don't like to edit the podcast. And that's something that's been really hard for me because A, I don't like editing. B, I don't like to edit the podcast a ton, which is very whatever. What is that? Not counterproductive. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, it's very complete opposites of like, I don't want to edit because I hate editing, and then I don't want to edit because I want it to be more real and authentic. So why am I struggling with allowing that to be a reason why I don't press record and start doing stuff? I don't know. I told my therapist that there's just been so much rambling through my brain that I feel like I need to start weeding things out left and right of small things, big things, anything that's been bothering me. And I can't tell you how much I fucking love my new therapist. Like, I am being like so for real, which like being very selfish, I'm so grateful she doesn't have any more of a caseload that she can't take on any more people because I am just grateful that I get to have her time at least 2 times a week. So I absolutely love her. She's great. And this is exactly why I prepare things. We're going to go to the second bullet point. Other than that, I love her. She's great. I've been loving therapy. Maddie, we actually just went to therapy an hour ago. Maddie came with me because she was off. And we just kind of talked through some problems that I've been having. And it was really nice for her to be there and to hear her perspective on stuff. This is her second time now. And she talked a lot more this time than she did last time. Last time she didn't really say a whole lot. And I was like, why didn't you say anything the whole time? You didn't say nothing. She's like, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm like, I don't know. Chime in. Give me your thought. What are you thinking? You have to be thinking. You have to have thoughts about what we're saying right now. So just nudge your way in and tell me what they are. I'm curious. But it's nice sometimes that she's been able to pop into my therapy sessions with me, and she knows my therapist, and I love that she also loves her. It's nice because she's really been able to see a incline in my mental health overall. Like, as hard as this last week or 2 week rut has been, I know it's because a lot of my different meds are changing. So I'm also very excited to go to my primary care doctor at the end of this month because we're going to talk about getting my body back into not what it is right now, because right now it just doesn't feel, I'm very disassociated. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It feels like I'm not in my body. It feels like I am just on the sidelines watching, and this is just happening. And I can't stop it. I can't make decisions. They just happen as they happen, which is so weird. I don't know. It's hard to explain to people that don't get it. But if you have mental health problems, then you know. If you know, you know. I Look, we're going to the second one. See, like, what even was that? That was not even English. Second bullet point. I finally posted our house for rent. Actually, no, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to my primary doctor. Also, so on the topic of the fact that I just absolutely love my therapist, I was telling Maddie today that for the reason that I found a therapist that I absolutely fucking love, and I have a primary care physician that I absolutely love, for those reasons we can't move. We can never move as long as they're still practicing and I'm still going to see them. We can't move because I just love them so much. My primary care doctor is such a girl's girl. She's fucking incredible. She's so funny. She's literally just so gorgeous. Like, I just love everything about her. She radiates positivity and sunshine. I'm so excited to see her. I know she listens to me. She lets me go off my fucking notes app bullet point list of 30 fucking things I want to talk about. Like, she just always makes me feel validated. And I love that. And I feel like you very much need to find a doctor that does that for you, because that was not the case for me a couple years ago. And for those of you that know, I don't practice a religion. And the doctor that I had prior to the one that I have now, he was great. Initially, I was like, oh, like, this is the first time I'm getting on meds. Like, I'm really happy with my results. Like, this is great. I'm so excited I'm seeing somebody, because that was when I was like literally at my fucking rock bottom, 200 and something pounds, because I just was I was so unhealthy. I was literally eating the fattiest fat shit. No low carb, no low sugar, zero sugar, nothing. It was full fat fucking Coke, Totino's pizzas, bagel bites. And don't get me wrong, I still fancy some fucking bagel bites every now and then because they're fucking fire. And they're literally unmatched. And I've never had something that can compare to a bagel bite. And I'll stand on that. Also an Ore-Ida brand. They're the ones that have all the good French fries too. We're getting off topic. I love my doctor, but you need to find a doctor that you like. That doctor that I went to in the past, he was great and everything until he started he was like, sat me down one day and he's like, do you believe in God? And I was like, oh, that's where you lost me, buddy. Whether I do or I don't believe, you are here to medically take care of my fucking body, and I'm not going to pray it away or pray whatever the fuck you think I'm supposed to be doing. Give me the meds or don't, because I'm going to fucking go see somebody else. And that's exactly what I did. I took my happy ass to go see somebody else. And I am so happy that I fucking did. I love her. She's so fucking great. So if you don't have a doctor that you absolutely love, then you need to go. It's always okay to go find a new fucking doctor. Go find a new doctor. Go pay the $30 fucking copay. Go find somebody new. And it sucks and it's hard, but once you find the right person, it's a game changer. I'm so grateful for them. Now we will go into point number 2. Finally posted our house for rent. We should have been more productive or more proactive and started packing, because once I posted it, one person said they were interested, and I realized we needed to make our house look like nobody lives here. So we finally posted our house for rent. So super excited about that. But I didn't initially intend that. I guess I didn't think somebody was gonna say that they wanted to rent it right away. And I don't think this person's going to be the person that's going to rent the house, but it definitely fucking kicked our ass in high gear, let me tell you, because she messaged me and was like, hey, can I come see the house? And I was like, oh. I was like, you want to look at the house that I posted, because like I posted it, so like it should be ready for somebody to look at, and it's definitely not. We live here. There's shit everywhere. There's like, and I'm in the middle of like decluttering. I'm in my fucking minimalistic era, so I'm trying to fucking get rid of everything in every room of my house. I already decluttered the whole kitchen. I made Maddie go through all of our fucking clothes the other day, except for the ones that are in the basement. God damn, I totally forgot about all those, but I'm just now realizing that we have an entire like 2 totes of clothes in the basement that we're going to have to go through, which sucks, but whatever. I want to build a good little time capsule closet, because it's what I gravitate towards. It's all the fucking shit that I buy, or all the shit that I wear. And I always go and I want to buy these fun colored shirts and stuff, except for my green shirt from Old Navy, which I absolutely love. And you can catch me wearing that shit at least once a week. And my therapist even said that she loves when I wear it because it makes me look like I'm happy. And I was like, I feel like I'm always happy when I wear that shirt. It just is like such a cute color. And right now I'm looking at it in the dryer window because I washed it to make sure I could fucking wear it when we when we went to Arizona. So, yeah, I don't know if I said that in the last episode, but we're going to Arizona. I think I mentioned it on here in the past, but we leave literally tonight in 5 hours. So I have to go ahead and edit this, post this so that it is still out on a Thursday because I promised to myself, even if it is a late Thursday post, it is still posted on Thursday. So I'm just giving myself some fucking grace and we're rolling with it. But yeah, so when she texted me or messaged me on Facebook and she was like, oh, can I come see it? I told Maddie, I was like, we need to make it look like nobody lives here. Like we live here. I was like, we need to fucking clear everything out. We need to put everything in a place, like put everything in cupboards so it looks like nobody lives here. We need to make sure that it is like tourable for other people so we can finally get somebody in here so we can move to Gretna. But yeah, I have really not much else to say about that other than the fact that I'm excited that we have started decluttering and getting rid of a lot of stuff that we don't need because I just feel so much lighter. This is your sign. If you need to seriously, you feel like you have nothing to do, go through all of your fucking clothes or pick one room in your house and go through the entire fucking room, top to bottom. All the cupboards, all the fucking drawers, all the cabinets, everything. All of it. Go through every fucking drawer, cupboard, and get rid of stuff, donate stuff, throw shit away, whatever. We have created a system within Maddie's family that anybody who's getting rid of anything, if they go through like a closet clean out or they just have accumulated a bunch of stuff that they're getting rid of, we always take it to Maddie's parents' house. And then all of the kids will go through everything. Maddie's mom and dad will go through everything to see if they want anything, and then we'll donate it. So I have to get my mom in on this round because I feel like there's a couple things she might want, but who knows. All right. I'm rambling. I had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to do much on these little points, so I made sure that I did a long to-do list of things, or not to-do list, but a little checklist of things, and it's going to be serial hobbyists. I'm definitely a serial hobbyist. I found this on TikTok. She said, I'm a serial hobbyist because you start a new hobby, but you never finish it, or you want to start and you stop yourself from purchasing everything because, oh, God, I can't fucking talk. I'm so sorry. I start a new hobby, but I never finish it, or I want to start and I stopped myself from purchasing everything because I know I go overboard and feel the need to get every single possible needed supplies and organize it all before I can start. And that in itself is the hobby. So I've realized I like starting new hobbies, but it's not the hobby that I enjoy starting. It's the buying all of the things and organizing it all and having it all set up so that I can have the most flawless, perfect, whatever case scenario happen so that I can utilize these things. And it's just, it really is uncanny. The fact that obviously my problem is that I like to shop. I like to spend money. I like to go to the store to buy all this stuff, but I don't enjoy doing it if it takes so much work. Like scrapbooking, I really want to get back into it. I want to try it again. But man, dude, ugh, sorry, we got to go through the list. That's on here though. We'll start with that one, scrapbooking. I feel like I have purchased, stickers and paper, and I had a book, but it was like not the right size, and that pissed me off. So I need to get a new book. But I wanted to start doing that. And then I was like, okay, well, you're literally going to go through my brain. Like, this is my brain right now. So I want to do scrapbooking, but it's hard. And I bought all the stuff for it, and that ended up not being the right size. So I need to buy a new book. And I bought all the stickers, but I haven't printed out the photos. And I don't know what photos I would print because I don't really take a whole lot of photos. And so I've been trying to take more photos, especially just for the podcast in general, because it's been nice to be able to have a photo to show you guys what I'm talking about. if you watch the video episodes. Today's only audio only. Lucky you if you only listen to audio, but sorry if you watch the video. um, but I lost my train of thought. Oh, scrapbooking. I definitely just, it's like this long list of things that you have to do. It's like you have to print out the photos. So you have to take the photos so that you can print out the photos, order the photos, go pick up the photos, come back, decide what photos you're doing. It seems like some people have kind of worked it down to a science where they just do like 1 or 2 pages. Instead, I feel like I always went at the approach of just getting like 400 pictures or 100 pictures or however many that I wanted to do. I would just be like, oh, I want to put all of these in there. And then I would never know how to start or categorize them. So I feel like that's the approach that I'm going to use next time when I start scrapbooking. I feel like it's a good hobby for when I start my pregnancy. I feel like it'll be good that eventually, when that time comes, to just document everything, the pregnancy journey up until, and then who knows. I feel like a lot of people always say they're going to do scrapbooking for their baby, but then they don't have time or they don't get to it or whatever. And like, that's just so accurate. So I don't know that I'm going to scrapbook once I have the baby, but I feel like it will be a good excuse to get the itch of scrapbooking when I can document my pregnancy or something. Because I feel like my type of scrapbooking is definitely the more digital situation where you can like just get those books or whatever, like hardback books, and you get to pick what the outside color is, and you get to pick what the title looks like on the front, and then inside you get to pick all the photos, and you can put captions under each photo if you want, or you could just have all the different photos so they look like coffee table books. I feel like that's a really cool idea for like vacations or just years in general. I know people do them like 2021, 2022, and it's like all the pictures from that year. I think that's a really cool idea. So that's probably how I'll go about it postpartum life. Um, what's next? Okay, so I definitely dove deep into 2 different MLM schemes. So if you don't know what an MLM is, it's a multi-level marketing situation. So basically it's a head honcho and they recruit people, and then they teach those people how to recruit people, and then they teach those, it's a cycle. So basically it's like you can make money off of other people doing your work for you. Um, and basically subscribing to a subscription for like protein products and different health and wellness products and vitamins and shit. So I did Herbalife, which if you go to Nutrition 402 over on 120th and L, they are delicious. But if you have been here for a long time and you know me, then you know that Maddie's sister used to own 2 of those Herbalife shops where they have like healthy teas and healthy shakes, like Old Town Nutrition, Papillia Nutrition, Gretna Nutrition, Blend Ashland, like whatever. So they have a bunch of different ones, but basically they all know each other and they all go on trips together and whatever, and they are helping each other grow each other's businesses, basically. So I did that, took a trip to Dallas for that. Maddie's middle sister, obviously I just said that, she owned 2 of those stores, so that's how I got into it. And then Maddie's oldest sister, we won't be talking about, but I followed in her footsteps to do this new skin situation that is basically skincare with clean, healthy ingredients, I'm pretty sure. It's been so long since I've done that, so I don't really know. But they had this like facial washing device that basically it's the same concept, that you try to sell all this shit to people and get people to buy it and get subscriptions, and they do a different way of like marking off how much you sell. You can win you a trip to somewhere like Paris or Mexico or whatever. Yeah, I wasn't as into that, but Maddie and I went to Provo, Utah for that specifically, and I decided that weekend that I wasn't going to be doing it anymore. So we basically were just in Provo for like 5 to 6 days, I think it was. and we just had a cute little hotel, and it had a kitchen in there, so we got to go to the store on those little scooter things. We rented those and use that as our transportation to go back and forth from the grocery store. And it was like down around a little, like, they had a bunch of different little areas that we drove by, but they had a couple little restaurants. We went out to one. It was awful. We were so surprised. It was terrible. The reviews were good. It was not good though. Went and just bought a bunch of stuff at the grocery store, and then we just started cooking stuff back at the hotel, and that was fun. It was very much a staycation there, but it was a good time. We went to go see this really pretty waterfall. Yeah. So that was that. New skin. Another one was bag charms and bracelets. I've done multiple times, so I am kind of proud of myself that I have utilized the supplies that I purchased for this more than once. But most of the time, like I said, it is very much, oh, I decide I want to do this. I need to go to the store. I'm going to buy everything for it. I need to come home. I'm going to do it one time. I'm going to realize it's too hard or that it takes way too much effort, like scrapbooking. And then I'm going to quit and I'm going to put it away and I'm not going to touch it again for another year or 6 months. So, but I have to be proud of myself for that because I have actually done multiple different bag charms and keychains and stuff for Maddie, and I did a phone charm for myself. It was cute. Good time. Coloring. I feel like coloring is kind of like all of these are not all of these, but some of these are like light switches. I tend to think that I have a lot of light switches in my life in general. I live my life by light switches, as in, like my mom, she drinks Pepsi. Like that is all she drinks all day long, every single day. She loves Pepsi, regular fucking Pepsi. And she very much, that's a switch that is on for her all the time. Where we go into these hyperfixations of like snacks and stuff like that, where we're like, oh my God, I'm so obsessed with like Flipside crackers or goldfish or pretzel goldfish or Chex Mix or whatever the fuck it is, right? Those are the other switches. Those are the secondary switches, if you will. So those will get turned on and off every now and again, where like I'll turn off the pretzel goldfish and then, 6 to 12 weeks later, I'll be like, oh my God, those sound so good. And then I'll be back on them and I'll buy multiple bags over and over and over and over and over again. And then I'm sick of them and I got to take a break. So I have to be grateful that my Orange Kiss Alani hasn't done me wrong, because I was really afraid that I wasn't going to like it and then I was going to have nothing after I got over the little hyperfixation. But that hasn't happened yet. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. And hopefully they actually start listening to people and bring back the good shit, like the Kim K, like Kimade or whatever, the strawberry lemonade Alani. That shit was so fucking fire. Like, let me tell you, so fucking good. And I just hope they bring it back, or at least something similar, because that'd be great to have something other than Orange Kiss Alanis. But I am a loyal bitch, so right now Orange Kiss Alani is my ride or die. Anyway, we're going back to, those are some of the light switches in my life: food and snack and drink hyperfixations. This coloring is kind of a light switch in the hobby department. I feel like most of the time it's mostly in the winter. I feel like I go through this phase where I just need to be doing something, whether like it's a word search or a crossword or a like coloring page, whatever. I will say I didn't fall in that trap of those really expensive ass fucking coloring books and those $100 fucking markers or whatever. I didn't fall into that trap. I couldn't do it because I just knew that I wasn't going to do it. So I was like, I'll just treat myself to some new Crayola markers and we'll just call it a day, because that's just how that's going to have to happen. I wanted to be into that whole like air dried clay situation where you make little magnets. Yeah, that takes a lot of fucking time. I was like, you know what? This is not for me. I don't have the most thimble fingers. Yeah, no. Legos are hard for me sometimes. They're too fucking small. And not the big Legos, obviously. I'm talking about the one single dot Legos. Those are hard. Can't tell me they're not. Legos, I feel like, is actually another one, because I recently have picked that back up. My god sister Sophia, she loves Legos recently. She's been she's been doing all these different fucking Lego sets. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I want to do Legos now. I'm like, I've seen enough of your Legos. It's ready for, I'm like, it's time. It's time for me to make my own fucking Legos. And so I had a couple Lego sets in the basement that I just honestly had forgotten about because they've been in the basement. And I don't really ever go down there. So after I thought about it, I was like, oh, I actually have those in the basement. And I have for sure fucking pulled those out. And I did both of those already. So I will be needing to buy more Legos. But Sophia is actually watching Joj while we go out of town to Arizona for the next week. So I told her that I would pay her with a new Lego set. So I need to buy one of those. But she definitely has flipped that switch back on for me. Now I want to be doing Legos all the time. But yeah, that was another one of those little switch. I actually still love the door sign painting at the Makery on 132nd. Is that 132nd? 120th and Center. And it's where you paint like whatever fucking shape of the front door hanger things that say like hello summer or hey happy fall y'all or whatever the fuck. I still love doing that. And I think it's just like the painting situation. I like that. I have really wanted to do the um, paint, like the pottery painting. I just haven't done it yet because it's kind of expensive. And honestly, it kind of overwhelms me because there's so many different things you can pick from. And then once you pick a thing, you have to decide on what the fuck you want to paint it. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know that I can make all those decisions. That's so many decisions. But so that's another one of them. The door sign painting, and we kind of already touched base on the pottery, painted pottery. Another one has been the manifesting journal. I started it, but I haven't kept up with it because you have to order new, like I need to order new pictures, and I honestly could do it without pictures, but I've just honestly been lazy and haven't done it. Like, let's be real. I have started journaling otherwise, just my feelings and things for therapy and just stuff I want to get off my chest. And that has been incredible and really therapeutic for me. I feel like it works my mind in a different way that I didn't realize. Like it makes my brain think different. Like when I start talking about something, kind of like how when I talk to you guys about stuff, it's just me typing it out. Where like we talk about the dot cakes, and then all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, I should do that with brownies, which I still have yet to do, by the way. That still sounds fucking fire, but we're trying to lay off on the sweets because we know we're going to be consuming so many this fucking winter, I'm sure. But kind of like how I just get off track or like it makes me think about different things. I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. It does the same thing when I'm talking about a situation. I'm like, oh, like this really made me mad. And then when I type that out, my brain's like, maybe it made you mad because XYZ. So then I say, maybe it made me mad because XYZ. And then it just like, it keeps going. I don't know. It's nice. It's a domino effect. Um, and learning that it doesn't have to be like an entire journal entry. It could literally just be 2 sentences or 5 sentences or a pissed off paragraph or whatever the fuck I'm doing. It just is good to know that like it doesn't have to be long. Again, that goes back to holding myself to the standard of having to have everything fucking perfect before I start. I don't know why I fucking do that. Seriously. I hope I'm not yapping your guys' fucking ear off. It looks like I've just done nothing but yip, 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 yip the whole fucking time on my little screen that I'm looking at. But yeah, manifesting, journaling in general, I am getting better at it. I feel like it's been nice to be able to just jot down my feelings, and instead of sending a text message to Maddie about why I'm pissed off, I'll just go in my notes and type it there. And, you know, if it still pisses me off after I've typed it out, then I will remember and I will tell Maddie in person. But it's been nice to do that, just sending it in my notes instead of sending it in my notes, putting it in my notes instead of sending it to Maddie. I have two more. So the banner painting, you know, everybody's been doing those fucking banners with the brown paper and like, you know, they're painting with the projector. Yeah, I bought all that shit. I bought the projector, I bought the fucking paintbrushes, I bought the paper, I bought all that shit. But it's the same thing about the pottery painting, that there's too many different options. There's too many options to choose from that I don't want to make so many decisions. So that stressed me the fuck out. There's too many steps, I guess. But yeah, we still have the projector. I told Maddie that we'd keep it and we would see if we use it in our next apartment. And if we don't, then we're going to get rid of it. But I did give all the other stuff to Ava because she does make those for her all her best friends and everybody in her sorority. She makes all those little banners for everybody's 21st birthdays and birthday parties and whatever. She's so good at that. They always turn out so good. But I gave her all the paper and the paint and brushes and all that because I was like, I know you're going to fucking use it. So she has a whole little cart that she does. I'm like, girl, you get it. And then the last thing I have is that I just purchased. We've been saying stuff. I feel like not intentionally, but I've been saying stuff like that sometimes because we've been watching Big Bang, and that guy Kipner, whatever the fuck his name is, he always is like, "Hey Koopa, what's going on?" He's so funny. Anyway, moving on. But I just purchased that sourdough starter kit, so that is still TBD about how good I stick with my sourdough journey. But I'm excited to update you guys. Also, I feel like it'll be exciting because I can make so many other things than just bread, like cinnamon rolls and pizza crust and whatever the fuck else. But I have also come to realize these episodes don't need to be 500 fucking million years long either. So I'm going to start giving myself some grace on that. And if you only get a 20-minute episode from me, then that's what we get. And we will see you next fucking week. I'm not going to cut you off like that yet because I still have to give you my Fave 5. And I'm just going to do it off the top of my head because I didn't actually write these down. So we're going to start off with my Aura ring. Maddie got me an Aura ring. I told you I would keep you updated. I absolutely love it so far. Maddie was nervous that I was going to be somebody that would constantly be checking the app to make sure that I'm, not. She's like, I don't want you to look at the app and then be like, oh, it said I didn't sleep very well. I feel tired. Like, don't let it tell you how you feel. Like, if you felt like you got enough sleep and you feel rested, don't let a score change your mind about how you feel and kind of that aspect. But I'm assuming you get where I'm going with this. So I like the Oura ring so far. Haven't checked too much into it, which I actually really like. I feel like it'll be nice. I synced my first period on here, and so tracking that. The second thing I have for you is the Tattooed Chef sheet pan vegetables. I feel like I don't remember if I did this in the last episode, but they are so fucking good. I cannot get over them. No, I didn't do that in the last episode because last episode was talking to you about the 5 influencers that I haven't talked to you about before. But anywho, the Tattooed Chef stir or sheet pan vegetables from Costco. It is Brussels sprouts, zucchini, sweet potato, broccoli. We talked about this before because we had it over at Maddie's parents' house when we did the North Italia dupe dinner. And I've gone through now 2 bags of these fucking vegetables, and they're so fucking good. And I told Maddie, I was like, maybe when we go to Arizona, when we get there, we can go to Costco and we can get more vegetables so we can cook them there. And she was like, maybe. I'm like, if you're not opposed to it. She's like, I'm opposed to it. And I was like, serious? And she's like, no, when have I ever been opposed? I said, you know what? Sometimes not everything has to be a fucking joke. Can you just like get on with it and just tell me, yeah, that sounds good. We could do that. She's like, well, that was a silly question, so I gave you a silly answer. I was like, oh, touche. But those vegetables are so fucking good. I can't stop eating them. And I've been making chicken breast in the oven with it. That's what we're having for lunch as soon as I get done making this episode. Recording, whatever. So I'm excited to eat that. I'm going to be completely fucking honest with you. I don't know if I have 5. I'm going to say the third one is probably going to be my Adidas. I think they're Specials. They are like this tan. They're suede. They're like a suede tan color, and they have black stripes and white laces. So fucking cute. Like, they are literally so fucking cute. I love that. I'm like, count me in. I definitely still want some of those shoes that Maddie has that are like the Van Super Low Pro, whatever the fuck they are. They're so cute. They definitely remind me of Adidas Sambas, but Vans edition. And I definitely need a pair of those. So maybe one of these days. What's another one? What else should I give to you? off the top. Oh, Chex Mix off the top of my head right now. My hyperfixation is Chex Mix. I told Maddie we need to stop to get a family size bag at the store before we go to the airport because it's going to be like $12 fucking for a bag of Chex Mix at the airport. And so I needed to make sure that we had I had me a good, nice, long 2.5 hour airplane plus 45-minute Uber drive snack. So I definitely can tell you just a regular Chex Mix for me. I'm just a plain Jane. You know this. I just am. I'm not big on the traditional. Or not big on the cheddar. I can tell you right now, if you ever find the honey nut version of Chex Mix, you better get that shit. Okay, get a traditional or a cheddar or whatever the fuck, and then get you a honey nut. And tell me that fucking salty sweet situation isn't the best shit you've ever had. So good. They have these little circle things that look like spirals, and they're kind of like graham crackers. I don't know. They're so good in there. I fucking love that shit. It's just, when I love something, I love something. Let me tell you. Okay? When I know it's for me, I'm like, oh yeah, go big or go home. And the last thing I'm going to put on my list is going to be The Big Bang. We have been watching Big Bang, and it has been so fucking funny. I'm so glad that we started it, and I can't wait to watch all the extra little spinoffs because I was like, oh, I want to watch George and Mandy. And Maddie's like, okay. And I was like, you knew that was a spinoff of Big Bang? And she was like, yeah. I was like, you're an asshole. You didn't fucking tell me that. But George and Mandy, plus George and Mandy, I think George and Mandy get married or first marriage or something like that. And the young Sheldon also. So there's a ton of different series that we need to go and watch off of this. And I honestly can't fucking wait because it's just going to really get me through this depressive ass fucking winter. Yeah, that's it. I'm also going to leave you with the fact that if you haven't watched Let's Marry Harry for Harry Jowsey to find his wife on Netflix, go watch it. I was very disappointed with the ending, but that's just neither here nor there. Maybe we can talk about it in the next episode, but I doubt it because it's not worth talking about, to be honest with you. And if you guys haven't watched it, then what's the fucking point in watching it or talking about it? I will say, I don't know that I'll ever be a Love Island type of bitch. Maybe once I'm pregnant and I have nothing to do but sit on the fucking couch all day. I mean, truly, I could do that all day now, but it just is too cringy for me. So I'm not a Love Island kind of girl. But watch Let's Marry Harry and let me know what you think about the ending. There's 8 episodes, and lucky for you, now that I'm telling you, all of the episodes are out. There is a reunion August 27th or 28th, something like that. So stay tuned for that, or just wait so you can binge that as well, because I hate waiting. As soon as we finish the fucking episode 7 and you had to wait for them to get married, but it wasn't out yet, we still had to wait 5 days. I was like, what the fuck? That's so fucking annoying. I hate that they do that. Obviously, I get it, but ew. Fucking annoying. All right, well, now that I said that it was okay to have a short episode and I gave you 40 minutes of my time, hopefully you're not upset that I took 40 minutes of your time. I hope everybody has enjoyed this little episode, and I can't wait to talk to you guys in the next one. I'm probably going to record a little solo episode in Arizona, so if we have a little in-person little video situation, you'll get to see the Arizona house. And then that's it. I'll see you next week, bitches. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye.